Welcome to Infruition Podcast, the space where personal growth meets deep, heart-centered living. I'm Coach Freddie, your guide on this journey of self-discovery, compassion, and transformation. If you're ready to break free from old patterns, step into your authentic power, and live with more love and purpose, you are in the right place. Let's dive in. Hey there, beautiful souls, and welcome again to the Infruition Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Coach Freddie, and today we'll be talking about something that might be holding you back more than you even realize, your inner narrative. So that's that little voice in your head that's constantly writing the script for your life. But here is the exciting part. You have the power to reprogram that little voice and hence rewrite the script of your life. Imagine if the words running through your mind lifted you up instead of tearing you down. Imagine if instead of holding yourself back, you became your own biggest cheerleader. That is exactly what we'll be exploring today. So grab your coffee, take a deep breath, and settle in, because this conversation could shift the way you see yourself forever. Let's dive in. I want you to take a moment and think about the words you tell yourself every single day. If someone could read your inner dialogue like a book, what kind of story would they be reading? Would it be an uplifting, inspiring tale of resilience and growth? Or would it be filled with doubt, fear, and self-sabotage? For years, I had this belief that I wasn't good enough. Every time an opportunity came up, I would list the reasons why I couldn't go after it. I'm not ready. I'm not capable. I don't have what it takes. Guys, does this sound familiar? And guess what? My life reflected those thoughts. I played small. I hesitated, let fear call the shots, because the stories we tell ourselves become the realities we live. Let that sink in, and let me just repeat that. The stories we tell ourselves become the reality we live. It's not just some fluffy self-help idea. It's psychological science. Our brains are constantly seeking proof of the things we already believe. If you tell yourself you are not enough, your mind will filter the world in such a way that it confirms this belief. How powerful is your mind? So what are you telling yourself today? Are you saying you're worthy of success? Or are you convincing yourself that you're not? Here is the truth. Thoughts are not facts. They're merely habits. And just like any habit, they can be changed. Neuroscience backs this up. Through neuroplasticity, your brain can literally rewire itself when you practice new thought patterns. Think of your mind like a path in the forest. If you've been walking the same route of self-doubt for years, it's well trodden, easy to take. But if you start carving out a new path, a path of confidence and self-belief, eventually that will become your new reality. And today, I'm going to help you do just that. So how do you rewrite your inner narrative? So all right, let's get practical. Because awareness is just the first step. Real change happens when you take action. I want you to walk away from this episode with real tools to rewrite your story. And here is how you're going to do that in 5 steps. The first step would be to identify the negative story. The first step is figuring out what's actually running in the background of your mind. Become conscious of that. What is the belief that's been holding you back? Maybe it is, I'm not smart enough, or I always fail, or I'm just not meant for success. Write these things down. Get them out into the world on a piece of paper. Where did this come from? Was it a past failure? Something someone said to you as a child? Then what you want to do as the second step, you need to challenge this little evil inner critic. So just because you've been thinking something for years doesn't mean it's true. Ask yourself, is this actually true? Find evidence that proves otherwise. For example, if your story is, I'm not capable, think back. When have you been capable? When have you figured things out? The evidence is there. You just need to look for it. The third step is to actually rewrite your story. This is really where the magic's going to happen, guys. Take that old narrative and flip the script. Instead of, I'm not good enough, what if your new story was, I'm learning, growing, and capable? Instead of, I always fail, what if you said, I'm resilient and every setback is a step forward? That would be powerful, wouldn't it? So once you've done this, you need to reinforce this daily. And this step is key, guys. A new story won't stick if you don't repeat it often. So speak it out loud. Write it in your journal. Put it on sticky notes around your house and make it part of your reality. And then the fifth step, surround yourself with the right energy. Your environment matters. The people you spend time with, the books you read, the content you consume, all of it feeds into your narrative. So you need to be conscious of this and choose things that lift you up and remind you of who you are becoming. Let me share an example. Oprah Winfrey. She's one of the most famous people in the world and very recognizable. She could have believed the story of struggle and limitation that she came from, but instead she rewrote her narrative. She chose to see possibility where others saw barriers and look at where her mindset has led her. The only difference between those who rise and those who stay stuck is the story they choose to believe about themselves. So, my friend, what story will you choose to tell? Will you let an outdated script control your life? Or will you take the pen and rewrite the bloody thing? Here's what I want you to do today. Grab a piece of paper, your phone, or a journal, and write down one limiting belief that's been running in your mind. Then challenge it. Is it actually true? Then rewrite it into something empowering. And if you're feeling brave, guys, send it to me on Instagram. I'd love to celebrate the shift with you. And hey, if the episode spoke to you, do me a favor. Take a screenshot, share it on Instagram, and tag me at InFruition Coaching. I'd love to hear the new story you're writing for yourself. And if you want to go even deeper, download my free Inner Narrative Rewriting Workbook. I'll put the link in the show notes so it's easy for you to find. It's packed with exercises to help you put today's insights into action because, guys, I'm not here just talking. I want real change for the people that support me. So, until next time, guys, keep rewriting, keep growing, and keep living with intention. You are the author of your life. Make it a masterpiece. See you next week. And until then, let your beautiful soul shine on this world. If today's episode spoke to your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to go deeper, join our community for more insights, tools, and support on your journey. Subscribe, leave a review, and let's keep growing together.
Until next time, live with love, lead with authenticity, and stay true to you.